Hello, it's Gabby here for you. Before we jump onto this week's podcast, I just want to let you know about 2 ways that you can work with me. First of all, I do one-to-one coaching and I do that via Zoom, so we can jump on a Zoom call at a time to suit you. The second thing I've got for you is an online coaching course that's 12 modules that you can download straight away now. There will be a link somewhere around these podcast notes. And this is the course that I've designed, and it's got everything in it that I wish I'd have known when I finished cancer treatment and I was lost. So you can download that course now and you can start working towards making this your happiest and healthiest year ever. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what you think. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hello, lovely, and welcome back to Confidence After Cancer. Today, we're diving into some food and mood and that sneaky thing called confidence. Because after cancer, food can become really complicated, can't it? 1 minute, you're happily enjoying your toast, and the next minute, your brain is whispering, should you be eating that? Is that healthy enough? Should I be juicing kale right now? Is this biscuit going to ruin my life? Honestly, some days it might feel like you need a nutrition degree just to decide what to have for lunch. But don't worry, because today we are simplifying all of this. And you're going to leave this episode feeling calmer, clearer, and much more confident about how to eat in a way that gives you energy and not stress. Okay? Because after cancer, food can become really emotional. And nobody talks about this enough. Although, I do see a lot of judgment online that sometimes is quite toxic, but nobody talks about this enough, about the thoughts that you think, never mind what other people are saying, because food can stop becoming just food and it can become comforting. It can be about guilt, and it can feel sometimes like there's a rule book, there's rules and regulations that you just can't keep up with. And you might find yourself swinging between extremes of, I must eat perfectly forever because, I need to look after my health now. Or it's all too much, just forget it, just the biscuits. I'm going to have a glass of wine and a piece of cake and forget all about this because I want to enjoy my life. But I really want you to hear this very gently. You didn't survive cancer to spend the rest of your life terrified of carbs or thinking this is somehow a game of chance. You're not doing food wrong. You are simply a woman who has been through trauma. And food is often where that fear can land. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you today about the energy plate principle. Really easy, okay? I want you to make eating easy again, because I teach my clients something called the energy plate, because you're not here to count calories, track micro or macronutrients or waste spinach, unless that's something you really want to do. But no, if you want to keep it simple, I've got some really easy principles for you to follow that will help you to increase your energy. Okay, so here's the plate, very simply. Half vegetables, quick, colourful and easy. Ones that you like, not ones that you think you should eat. Things that you enjoy eating. Frozen counts, tinned vegetables counts, carrot sticks absolutely counts. Whatever you enjoy eating. Okay, and all of this should be food that you enjoy eating, because there are so many healthy choices that you can make. Food should never be a punishment. So half your plate is vegetables, 1/4 of your plate can be protein, whichever protein, again, that you enjoy eating, whether that's chicken, fish, eggs, beans, tofu, whatever works for your body, okay, whatever you enjoy eating. And 1/4 of your plate can be carbs. Yes, carbohydrates. Carbs are not your enemy. Carbs are your body's fuel, your body's petrol to help you get going. So that can be rice, potatoes, whole grains, pasta, glorious, lovely, comforting foods. And again, things that you enjoy eating. I'd also want to just remind you to include a little bit of healthy fats. Sometimes we are told that fats are the enemy, but they're really not. Choose wisely, and we can go into more detail on this, but I would suggest a little olive oil, maybe some nuts, maybe some seeds, or some avocado, something with some healthy fats in it, not complicated. So if you're doing all that, it's very balanced, it's very satisfying, and it can stabilize your mood and energy beautifully. And it works even when life is busy or if it's stressful. but you're just not in the mood for fancy food or spending hours in the kitchen, unless that's something that you really enjoy. But most people I work with don't enjoy spending a lot of time in the kitchen. And this is why food can become such a sticking point for them. So let's keep it simple. I don't like to have strict rules and regulations about what you must eat and what you mustn't eat, but some little habits I've incorporated into my life that I'm going to suggest to you that might serve you well, okay? Because mood boosting habits are small, but they're powerful, because your mood is not just about food. It's about the little things that support your body. And I've talked before about you support your body will look after you. Your body knows what it does to heal itself if you just give it the right support. So first of all is hydration. And this is non-negotiable for me. Drinking plenty of water. If you don't enjoy the taste of water, it can be about having cordial or fruit juice or something, as long as you're getting your water down you. Not pretending that coffee is getting your fluids into you, because we know coffee is dehydrating. We know alcohol is dehydrating. So balance that. If you do enjoy coffee or you are drinking alcohol, just balance it out with drinking more water as well, because your brain and everything in your body literally works better when you're hydrated. So many illnesses will start when you're in a state of dehydration. And sometimes we don't even realize that, because we've just got used to running on empty, literally not being hydrated. So try just for a few days drinking more water and see, just your skin will better. Do you feel better? Because I really can tell the difference when I made sure that I'm drinking more water. And the other thing that I suggest to you, and this is a bit of a challenge for me at the minute in Manchester when it's so grey and dark outside, but is try and get out into the sunshine every day, or just even into the fresh air, just for 5 minutes, because natural light boosts your serotonin, and that's your natural feel good mood lifter. Okay, we all need a little bit of that sometimes. The other thing that I would say to you as a mood boosting habit is gentle movement. And I've talked about this before. This is not about strict, harsh, extreme workouts, unless you really enjoy that, which is great, but I don't. I like gentle movement, such as Pilates or yoga, or just gentle stretching. Tai Chi is great for you as well. It tells your body we're alive, we're safe, we're okay. Okay. And the other thing I'd like to suggest to you is consider eating more real food over processed food. Not perfection, just try and get that balance right where you're eating more real food than fake. We know now there's much more self-awareness about ultra processed foods and how bad they are for us. But to a lot of people, that's their staple diet. And if you're like that, there's no judgment here. Just try and think about maybe increasing more times that you eat real food over processed. Okay, these habits I've just described are very simple but transformational. Very simple, very easy. But because they're simple, sometimes we forget how powerful they are. But especially post-treatment, when your body is still finding its rhythm, let's support your body by some gentle habits like this. But the biggest shift for me was not about what I eat. It's about how I think about what I eat. Does that make sense? So there are so many emotions that go with food. And I want you to really think about starting to trust yourself again. Self-trust with food is the real work. That is the real healing that's worked for me. After cancer, many women lose trust in their bodies. And you might catch yourself thinking, can I trust my choices? What if I get it wrong? What if this affects my health? But here's the truth, my love. You don't need perfect decisions. You just need consistent, compassionate ones. And I've talked about this before. Talk to yourself like you would a good friend. Give yourself some compassion. Give yourself some encouragement when you get it right. Forget about having a perfect day, because self-trust isn't built by having a perfect day, whatever that is. It's built by having a good enough day over and over again. Small habits over and over again. And that's good enough. Good is good enough. Even, when I was studying nutrition, my nutritional healing teacher taught us the 80-20 rule. If you're eating really healthy foods 80% of the time, then 20% of the time you can have something that is maybe not so healthy because the balance is tipping in your favor. Okay, none of us are perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect diet unless you really want to punish yourself, which none of us do. We want to enjoy our food. So trust yourself. Okay, the more you learn to trust yourself, the calmer food becomes. It becomes less of an issue, and you can really start enjoying making your healthy choices. I once had a lovely client who said to me, well, I just can't stick to anything. I'm just rubbish. I've got no discipline. But we talked about this a little deeper, and guess what? She wasn't lacking discipline. She was lacking energy. It was a very different thing. She was exhausted. She was under eating. She was dehydrated. She was stressed. And then blaming herself for craving biscuits and chocolates at 4 p.m. and giving into that craving. But once she started to sleep better and drinking more water, her cravings settled down. Her mood improved. Her confidence came back. And it wasn't willpower. It was energy. Once she got that energy back, it was so much easier to start making healthy choices. So I want to suggest to you to stop blaming yourself for being tired. Your body is doing her best. And when I work with my clients inside my Powerfully You coaching, we work on rebuilding energy at a really deep level, obviously tailored to you, thinking about the foods that you like, that you enjoy. But more than that, healing your relationship with food, calming your emotional responses, getting rid of any negative responses you've got, maybe guilt, whatever it is, and creating some simple routines that give you confidence, things that you enjoy, things that you can easily incorporate into your life, whatever that looks like. But it's all about learning to trust your body again and breaking old habits without shame or blame. So if you want somebody in your corner, somebody who gets it, you can book a clarity call with me using the link somewhere around these show notes. And I'd love to help you feel strong and nourished and energized again. So I'd suggest to you, my love, go and eat something colourful today. Go and eat something that you enjoy. Drink some water. Give yourself a gift of that. Give your body a little bit of kindness and encouragement because you deserve nourishment, not punishment. And I'm going to see you next week for another beautiful episode where we're going to talk some more about things that you can do very easy to help you live happy and healthy life. And as always, I want to thank you for listening. It means the world to me. And remind you to stay safe and stay safe. And let's speak very soon. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye, my love.